Thank you, Zach. Ashton Leslie of Her Magazine is here, along with Lindsay Kelling and Jacqueline Gillian. They're both registered licensed dietitians at Hy-Vee. They're going to tell us about healthy ways of eating. And Ashton, you're always trying to come up with things in the magazine that people are interested in, the key topics.
That's right. And at the Jefferson City Hy-Vee, the health market is the fastest growing area of the store. So we thought it would be really important to feature Lindsay and Jacqueline as they oversee the health market, and they actually guide families and kids with their dietary needs in this community.
We hear a lot more about nutrition than we used to, so it's a big key topic that people want to read about in
Yes, it is.
All right. I guess, Jacqueline, I should ask you, what's on your plate this morning?
Well, here on my plate is, it's my plate, and this is kind of how you should set up kind of like the ideal meal. Half of your plate should be fruits and vegetables, and a quarter protein and a quarter whole grains. Then also to the side is your glass of milk.
A little different than the triangle that we learned, some of us older people, when we were kids.
Yeah, and this is more a visual, because the triangle was all the lines, and it's kind of hard to figure out what is that when it's actually on your plate.
Right. Lindsay, we all talk about nutrition. Do people know more about nutrition these days than they used to?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
People are becoming very more aware of foods that are better for them, better options, how to cook better. So it's all around a good thing.
We have a lot more challenges because there are so many temptations out there.
Oh,
too.
absolutely.
Fast food, and what's the answer for kids you're talking specifically with kids going back to school, some nutritious meals they can have.
Yes, back to school gets to be a busy time for parents. They're running from one activity to the next, making sure their kids are there on time. So finding quick meals. So it's not even changing every recipe that they're making, but maybe making small changes. So using whole grain noodles instead of regular pasta, whole wheat tortilla shells, or even taking a simple recipe like tacos and putting it into a whole grain chip bag and making walking tacos out of it. So just something simple they can do.
And kids accept these things too, do they not?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Okay. You work at Hy-Vee.
Yes.
What kind of questions you get from people there?
I get a lot of allergy questions. Gluten-free is huge. People come up all the time and they're like, I've eaten a chicken breast every day this week. Can I eat anything else? And it's really good to be able to help them. Like, yes, there's so many foods out there you can have, and I want to help you find something that you can eat and not get sick from. So,
what is the story with gluten-free? Should all of us try to eat gluten-free?
No,
or is
not
it just people
necessarily.
who have problems?
Yeah, it's like a peanut allergy. If you're allergic to peanuts, you need to stay away from them. But if not, PB&Js are great for you.
Okay. So the whole secret is to try to come up with something that you're going to do, first of all.
Absolutely.
Not pie in the sky type things.
Yes, you got to take small steps, which really end up having the largest results. Also making sure you have a plan. Because sitting down and actually sitting and writing a shopping list, making meal plans are going to help you succeed in the long run.
Okay. Any other key tips this morning for parents or their kids?
Don't forget breakfast. That's a big one with kids.
We've been hearing a lot about that lately.
Absolutely. Especially as school starts, trying to get them up early enough to get a good breakfast in them.
That's one of the things they talk about with these kids that don't have a chance to have breakfast. And of course, that's why you have it in schools these days, too.
Yeah.
What kind of breakfast is good?
Trying to get something that's going to have some protein in it so it helps keep them full until lunch. So they're not hungry mid-morning is always a good idea. So hard-boiled eggs, granola bars that have a little bit more protein in them, a peanut butter and jelly sandwich if don't have any allergies, good ideas for them.
Okay, very good. Nutrition's a big topic today.
It is.
That's why it's in the magazine.
Yes, and everyone has different dietary needs, so it's best to consult a registered licensed dietitian.
Okay, and that's why we're talking about it this morning. Thanks all for being here this morning.